Hi folks, Jimmy Rose here to talk to you about using your phone with the gimbal to take a video. So first off, you've got to take the case off of the phone if you have one on there. And these are really easy to get off if you've ever tried to do this before. Oh, 1 second. Nope. Okay. Okay, almost done. Okay, I give up. Time for the big boy. Okay, awesome. So now we've got our phone out of the case. We need to attach it to the gimbal. So you have the gimbal gripper jaws here. You just have to put the case in there, hopefully without flipping the phone across the room. And this is kind of accentuates why you need to take the case off, because this is not very thick at all. So if your case is thicker than the gripper jaws, it's never going to really hold in here. Next step, once you've inserted it in there, you see how it's kind of going around. By the way, your gimbal is not turned on yet. Very important, because you don't want to burn out the motors and the batteries in here. So you have to balance it before it connects to the app that's on the phone. We'll talk about that in a second. And you have to, before you turn the gimbal on, otherwise bad things will happen. So balancing, you set it in horizontal mode here, and you're just gonna slide the phone back and forth, kind of center it, make sure. And when you get to the point where, and I'm just holding this arm here so it doesn't swivel all around, but when you get to the point where it's actually holding itself in a horizontal position, then you know you're balanced. Now you swap it to vertical mode, and you need to balance it that way, and you do that with this arm by sliding this arm either left or right. Right, so that slides one way or the other, and you'll see I'm a little too far that way, so let me go back a little bit. And you'll know you're balanced when it holds, but also when you can turn this about 45 degrees and see if it holds in that position. Right, so this is now considered balanced. So what I would do now is, most gimbals, or a lot of gimbals, come with an app. You launch the app on your phone, it connects Bluetooth to the gimbal, which is important to remember, because if you're planning on using a microphone that's Bluetooth, that's not going to work, because the gimbal will already be connected to the phone, and the phone can't then connect to another Bluetooth device. So if you're going to use a microphone, it would have to be wired or something like that, like a lavalier or something like that. Then you would turn, once the app has connected, then you would turn the gimbal on. That will help connect the app to the gimbal, and then you'll actually see it start to stabilize itself. All gimbals come with similar kind of controls. Let me just hold this up here so you can see. There's a little joystick here that I can pan left, right, up, down. I can start the video, I can stop the video. I can switch between landscape and portrait mode. I can switch between the front-facing and the rear-facing cameras. I even have a zoom in and a zoom out here. So every gimbal is going to come with its own instructions. It's a really good tool, I think, to have in your toolbox. They're not very expensive. They're around, I would say, anywhere from maybe $80 to $150. You can go on Amazon or Best Buy or wherever you go to shop for things. Really cool tool. It helps stabilize the video so you don't get the shaking. Also has, this one actually has a feature where it can track you. So you can have the software recognize your face. They give you instructions on how to do that. And I can set this on, say I'm in a large kitchen with a center island. I can set this on a tripod. It actually has the threaded port for a tripod. So I can get one of those really flat kind of tripod, tabletop tripod, set it on that, and I can have it recognize me. And then I could literally walk around the kitchen and it will pan with me. It will follow me around the kitchen as I talk about the different features, which is really nice if you don't have somebody else to come and video you while you're doing this. So very, very cool. You can also use these in kind of selfie mode if you want to be in the photo or in the video with the property. You can use it as a kind of a selfie stick as well. So very, very useful tool.